What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video of the Point After podcast. Here today, going to be discussing the Miami Hurricanes 2022 season. I'll be honest. When I first thought, before I even deep dove into Miami, I was seeing their preseason rankings, and I'm like, there's no way these guys are ranked that high. Why? I'm not getting it. I don't understand it. Then I started a deep dive, and now I'm very, very high on Miami. A lot higher than I planned on being, a lot higher than I'm comfortable being. But let me get into it. So they signed the number 16 recruiting class. They signed 10 4-stars, top 12 in the portal. That's really, really good. That means you have a lot of guys coming in that can help you immediately, talent-wise, at least on paper, if it came down to it. You know, you get injuries, whatever. If they need to step up, you have the talent, on paper at least, to do so and to not miss a beat. You return you're 46th in returning production. You return 80% of your defense. Now, good thing is your best player is at the quarterback position on the opposite side of the ball. So you go 7-5 in 2021, which is not ideal. I'm going to go out on a limb and give you a crazy prediction at the end of the video regarding their schedule. But for now, we'll go ahead and talk about their offense. So Tyler Van Dyke comes back after throwing 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a win against NC State. And then he outdueled Kenny Pickett in a win against Pitt at the end of the season last year. So to hear a 7-5 team that has a quarterback that's lighting it up, one of the best quarterbacks, one of the top 5, definitely top 10 quarterbacks in 2022 for the FBS at the helm, that's always a promising sign. Now, you return 3 offensive linemen. Running back Jalen Knighton comes back, who rushed for 561 yards and 8 touchdowns last year. So pretty heavy on the pass game last year. Will we see more in the running game? I don't know, but I think with Tyler at the helm, Miami is definitely in a very good position. Flipping to the defense, you were 85th in opponents' points per game last season. You get 5 freshmen that started in the season finale coming back, which is always good. Again, you returned 80% of your production on defense last year, so that's really, really good. You replaced both defensive ends. Now, with that, defensive tackle Leonard Taylor, I think, will be a good core player for that Miami defensive line. And then you bring in 4 D-line transfers from the portal. That is where you want to keep an eye out. That's going to be the difference makers. Can those portal guys come in, have an immediate impact, start or be a depth guy, whatever it is, and make up for that lost production? You only lost 20%. Replace those 2 DN guys with guys that can produce just as much, and you're perfectly fine. Going back to incoming guys real quick, though, most of these guys are offense. Running back Trevante Citizen, I think he will be a name to watch out for on the running back side. 4-star wide receiver Isaiah Horton, I think he will be a recruit that comes in, another guy that could step up into a good role in at the wide receiver group. And then 3-star transfer, 4-star out of high school, Frank Ladson from Clemson is another wide receiver that I think can come in and have an immediate impact and get this Miami Hurricane offense to where it needs to be to contend for an ACC title. Now, looking at their schedule, and there's another team that's very early on that a lot of people are high on. I think they're nationally average ranked number 6 right now in preseason polls. I'm not buying it, mostly because of their quarterback controversy or quarterback uncertainty. Texas A&M. You go to Texas A&M, you'll be 2-0 at that point with wins over Bethune-Cookman and Southern Miss. Can they get it done? Absolutely. If I had to bet on it right now, I'm taking Miami. Now, a lot of lines you hear people talk about, like the home team, the line kind of swings 3 points in their favor. So if they're -3, you're saying that if it was a neutral site, they would be -6. It would be even. Said that backwards. Texas A&M, that line should swing about 5, maybe 6, 7 points. It's a brutal, brutal place to play at Kyle Field. I think Miami gets it done. I'll go out on a limb right now. It's August 15th. It's about a month before that game is played. I like Miami to win that game if it comes down to quarterback play. If it comes down to the Texas A&M quarterback, whoever it may be, versus Tyler Van Dyke, I'm taking Tyler Van Dyke. I'm taking Mario Cristobal. I'm taking Miami. Again, things may change in a month from now when I'm doing this preview video on September I guess it'll be about September 12th, September 13th. I may completely change my mind, but right now I'm taking Miami. If Miami wins that game, you're looking at a team that could be 9-1 or 10-0 going at Clemson in week number 11. November 19th at Clemson. Like I just said, you could very well be 10-0 going into that game. And the good thing is you can play that game and then turn around and play them 2 weeks later in the ACC Championship game. That game right there obviously means a lot because it's going to dictate, your conference record. But the game after that, you play Pitt. In my opinion, Miami and Pitt, just like Clemson and NC State in week number 4 or 5, that's going to determine who makes the ACC Championship game. I like Pitt. I like Miami. Both of those are my top two to make the ACC Championship game. I like Clemson. I like NC State. Those are my top two teams to make the ACC Championship game. It's good that all these teams play each other. I like that Miami and Clemson matched up this year. I don't know who I would take at that point, but again, you could be 10-0, could be 9-1 going into that game. I think Miami finishes a 10-2 season. Could they go 11-1? Yeah. If I had to go in a little Josh Pate book here, bold predictions: Miami at 12-0, probably a 9.5. 11-1 is probably a 9. 10-2 is maybe down closer to an 8. But then again, if I had to go to a 9-3 Miami, I'm putting that right back up to a 9 because I don't really see them losing 3 games. If they do lose 3 games, it's Texas A&M, it's Clemson, it's Pitt, and I don't see them losing all 3 of that. So there's my prediction. I'm going 10-2 with Miami. I'm very confident in this team. I'm a lot more confident than I was 24 hours ago. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you think about Miami? Do you think they go 6-6, or do you think they go 12-0? Let me know. Drop a subscription, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.